In FAQ 10, we're going to examine the question often asked of me, is it worth going to business networking meetings? And as I examine that question, I realise it's normally asked of me by those who have tried business networking meetings and failed miserably to get any business results from them. And it is true that within the financial advisor community, within our training and our experience, it is not normal to learn how to network within a business community, and yet networking or meeting within a business community is probably one of the most effective proactive strategies within marketing and attracting quality clients. So why is it that most advisors fail? Why is it that most advisors never seem to get the enjoyable, profitable, numerous and consistent results that can come from effective networking within a business community? Well, let's examine that. The first reason why most advisors fail miserably to use business community networking as an effective client attraction methodology is because of the environment in which we've all grown up. This industry, the independent financial advisor fraternity, tends to lend itself to being a cottage industry. And because of that, most of us find ourselves in insular, isolated situations with maybe no more than one or two support people around us. Even if we are within a larger network, they tend to be a network of other advisors, and they themselves are isolated insular communities concerned only with supporting the advisors within that small network or even a larger network. And being insular and isolated or talking all day long to your peer group tends to completely negate the whole point of business networking, because it is out there in the business community where your clients exist, not within the community in which you operate as a professional advisor. The purpose of business networking is to get you out of your comfortable community, out of your comfortable isolated insular environment, out there into the bigger business community, talking specifically to your target market. If you've listened to the previous FAQ videos, you'll understand I've spent a lot of time trying to persuade you to find your own specific niche target market, maybe a very small, finite niche target market. And if you've not done any of that, then you're going to struggle with business networking, because you'll never be talking to people that you can influence within a very tight market, and you'll never have the opportunity for your name and your brand and your whole position about you and your service to get very well known in that very incestuous, tight niche market. You really are going to struggle. But you know, even that's not enough, because business networking lends itself very much to a process, a system. And that system demands of you and I that we approach it, we start the system, we construct and design it with a particular mindset. I'd like to talk to you about that mindset. The beginning of your mindset in being an effective business networker is to believe, and to show that you believe, that this way of doing business really does work, that it is effective. And to demonstrate that mindset and have faith that it works, what I suggest you do is you make this a priority on your action list for each month. And so if I were looking at your diary, what I'd like to see, what you'd need to see, is that you have 2 slots in your monthly diary for business networking. And do that for a period of 6 months, and then review the effect. Not until you've done that for that kind of period and do it on a consistent, regular basis, having faith that it works, will you see any effect at all. But try that first of all. You do need to have patience when business networking, because things won't happen in the first few months, and that's when most advisors give up. In fact, that's when most professionals of any industry give up. They try it for a few months, it doesn't produce immediate business results, and they just don't get it. Patience is critical. 6 months minimum before you should expect to get any results at all. And what's really interesting is that the results won't necessarily come, and you really need to understand this, otherwise you really don't get and understand the concept of business networking. The results normally do not come from the people with whom you've had direct contact. Why is that? Well, if they're networking also, they have their own business and personal network. They've normally built that up as a standard approach to life. That's what happens in our communities. That's how we develop relationships. And so when I'm networking with you, I know you have maybe 10, 50, 100 people within your social and business network. And you know what? Often, more often than not, the business, the quality of clients that you really want comes from that extended second, third party network. Expect that to happen. The next mindset you need to develop within business networking before it will work effectively for you is giving, not getting. If you're going to take all the time, if you're going to ask people to give you leads, to give you introductions, to give you referrals, you don't understand business networking. Business networking within a target market community is about what you're prepared to contribute first, and then you can expect in return. It's the law, if you will, of reciprocation. When you keep giving in that community, guess what? People feel obliged, obligated almost, to give back to you. And I found that that works. I, for many years, as an example, gave new clients to an accountancy practice in London. And do you know what? That worked wonders for my business. Because of that relationship, many things happened. They looked after my clients well, and then things started to feed back to me in terms of quality introductions and impressed clients, introducing more prospective clients. So expect to give, not to get. Have patience, believe that it works, take time, make it a priority in your business, put it in your diary, and business networking will produce profitable, enjoyable results for you.